Welcome to the Great British Mickey Waffle. Whether you're dreaming of your first trip or you're a seasoned pro looking for that extra bit of magic, you're in the right place for all things Disney and Florida. And today we're talking all things Universal. What it's like to stay in Universal hotels and pop over to Disney. And we're joined by two experts who know exactly how to do that.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I
go. Welcome to the show. If you're new here, I'm Robin and I'm joined by my lovely husband, Simon.
Hello, hello.
We've got a great episode lined up today. And without any further ado, we'd like to welcome Jenna and Rich from Rich and Jen Explore. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks so much for joining us. It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you.
I know. We are genuine real-life friends, so it's nice to have you on the podcast so we can chat about our upcoming Disney stays, our past Disney stays, and really, we're excited to learn all about a bit of Universal from you guys because Universal is not really our strong point, and you guys have had a few stays where you've done a lot of Universal, so we're really excited.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
We'll try, yeah.
Well, whenever we have new people on the show, we like to do something called the Carousel of Questions. We do it every time. So it's like quick fire questions, and you just give us your quick answer. It's kind of get to know you type of thing. You ready?
How many questions are there?
Oh, don't tempt me.
Usually 15.
There we
Should
go.
do one each then.
15. Wow.
One
No,
each.
you both do
Both
it.
of
I
us.
want to hear both of you.
Okay. What if we answer at the same time?
We'll see what happens. So, favorite park?
In Disney?
Any favorite park in Florida
that's
or the
so
world,
tricky.
if you want?
At the moment, Epic.
I'm going to say epic.
Yeah.
Mhm. Ride that you hate?
Ooh.
It's a universal one for me. It is not Escape from Gringotts, the other one. Forbidden Journey?
Forbidden Journey.
Forbidden Journey.
Yes.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm going to lose my lunch.
Yeah.
What about you, Rich? You the
I
same?
think I'm
Or
going to say the
different?
same, only because
Yeah.
I traumatised Liv when
First ever trip.
first ever trip. Never again.
What's your most overrated snack?
Ooh.
Overrated.
If I help, mine's a turkey leg.
Oh, God, I've never had one. Gee
Mine's a
whiz,
Disney
no.
World churro because they're always stale and rock hard.
Well, the universal ones aren't any better. The rock bars, they're like chewing on paper.
Churros up there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all just as bad.
What about you, Jen? Do you agree?
Yeah, maybe a churro. I would maybe even say, this is going to be controversial, I think.
Go on.
Don't you dare say it.
Go on.
What do you think I'm going to say?
You're not going to say a Dole Whip, are you?
No, absolutely not. Gosh, no, I'm definitely not. But I was going to say a Mickey Premium Sandwich.
Oh, I agree. I think they're
Okay.
awful.
Yeah,
Soggy
they're just a little bit
biscuits.
like
Biscuits.
soggy. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
Soggy biscuit
soggy
is something
Oreo.
else altogether. That's that's
Yeah, no.
It's like a soggy biscuit and ice cream. I'm with you. I do not like
Yeah.
them. I feel
I'm
like
not
the
gonna take
premium
that.
bars as well.
no,
You're wrong.
no,
I will eat
premium
them.
bar. Premium bar. I love a premium bar.
I will
mean,
eat them.
they are
Premium bar.
overly priced choc ice, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I was
I agree with
For a
that.
quid at Iceland, and you get one for $7 or whatever. Insane prices.
Just pretend
Yeah.
like, I'm getting one for a picture, obviously.
for the gram.
But yeah, there's other snacks to have.
I agree. So what's your favourite transportation mode in Walt Disney World?
I do like the monorail
Yeah.
and the boat
And the boat,
and
yeah.
bus.
Skyliner. No, the Skyliner. It's the Skyliner.
Skyliner.
I think you named them all
All
there.
the transportation.
It's just getting me to the most magical place on earth. I'm getting on all of them. Doesn't matter which one.
And what about your favourite table service in Disney?
Topolino.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Resort you haven't stayed at but want to more than anything else. I feel like I already know the answer to this.
Should we all
This is
say it
like-
after three? One,
Okay,
two,
go.
three. The Polynesian.
Polynesian. This is such a random one. Favourite car park?
I've never taken a
Favourite
car.
Oh, that's true.
Doesn't mean you can't have a favourite car park though.
Oh,
Who
The
doesn't? Who
the
doesn't
orange
love a big
one.
expansive tarmac? Come on.
Yeah.
The orange one. Oh, yeah. So, favourite water park,
Volcano
including
Bay.
Volcano.
Volcano
yeah,
Bay.
yeah. Galaxy's Edge or Diagon Alley?
I can't do that.
Diagon Alley. Just answer.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be that.
Yeah.
Early morning or late night park visit?
Early
Both.
morning.
Always early
He-
morning. And then back.
Can't relate to those early mornings. I can't lie.
I think it's just because I wake up naturally very early.
Yeah.
Because I start work early, so it
I
just
think we just want to get stuff done.
yeah.
So, keep the magic or backstage detail?
Keep the magic.
Yeah, keep the magic.
But then on a personal level, if I went without Eliza, then I would want the backstage. But to be fair, she would probably want the backstage as well because she lets
She want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how things work.
No, keep the magic.
Yeah,
I'll
keep the magic.
Favorite other podcast or vlogger about Disney?
Oh, I think we have to say, like, one we always go back to would be Tim Tracker because we've watched him since our first ever trip, and I think it's a comfort. But we used to watch a podcast. It was by a couple from Wales, and I don't think they do it anymore. But they own a small shop called Bishop Please, and they used to do a podcast, and it was so funny. It's really
They
funny.
were funny.
We used to like watching that one as well.
Yeah.
Dagger to the heart, but it's
You
fine.
just know you said better than this one, obviously.
Yeah, we've got our own. It's
Right,
fine.
thanks.
I'm only teasing. So, on site or off site?
On
On
site.
And Festival of the Lion King or Finding Nemo?
Oh,
The shows.
you're going to hate this, Robin. You're going to hate my answer.
I bet I am. You're going to
Yeah.
say Finding Nemo.
I am. Yeah.
I like
No.
Finding Nemo.
I do too.
I'd like it as well. It's just not as good
It
as the
gets
Lion
so much
King.
shade, though. I prefer The Lion King at Disneyland Paris.
Oh, yes, I agree. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you're not wrong there. I'll
Okay.
forgive you that one.
Okay. If they had that one,
Then.
yeah, if they had that in Walt Disney World, then it would be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've seen the Lion King show in Hong Kong, and even that's better than the one in Walt Disney World. I think.
Really?
The Walt Disney World one is a bit lacking in
Oh.
comparison to the others,
Yeah.
but it's still really good.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's a lovely show. Like it's something you can't miss.
Mm.
But Nemo's
Absolutely.
better.
We'll agree to disagree. Well, that you'll be pleased to know that's the end of the questions.
Oh, we passed.
Phew.
Yes.
You
Phew.
passed. You passed. You're allowed to stay, even with the Finding Nemo.
Yeah. And the podcast. Oh,
And
my
the podcast.
goodness.
Yeah. Make a note of that.
I know.
Oh, so we really want, before we chat about all things Universal, we really want to get to know you guys and have our listeners hear all about you. And when was your first trip? So, when was your first trip? When did you fall in love with Florida? Like, how did that happen?
Okay, so I've wanted to go to Florida since I was a child. Remember back in the 90s, you used to be able to ring up the free phone number to get the free VHS planning videos. Well, I got multiple of those. And my poor parents just didn't get the hint and probably couldn't afford it. So just pretended that we never received them. But then when we had Livy, I was like, we need to go. So our first ever trip was in 2014, and we went to Florida. And Rich was like, this trip is just, it's for you, it's for Livy, it's going to be great. And now look at him.
It was literally, okay, I'll go just because you two want to go.
Yeah.
I've never thought about Disney. It wasn't on my radar. It was just, all right, I'll go because you want to go. And I was desperate when we got on the plane to come home to start looking
For the next
holidays again. It just takes you.
Yeah, it does.
It gets under your skin, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And how many times have you been now? Because you've been a few times.
Yeah, I think we've just done our fourth, I think.
To Florida, but you've had a few Disneyland Paris
trips.
So I've done Paris
Yeah.
once.
I've
We
done
went
it a
there
few
a
times.
couple of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Me and Jen have done it together, haven't we?
We have. We
had a great time.
We did. We did.
I'm not sure I'll go in November again. It was a bit chilly.
No.
A bit chilly for Robin. Jenna was living her best life.
Actually, we
That
had
was great.
really nice weather.
We did. It wasn't freezing.
No, it wasn't freezing. Listen,
It was.
Florida in January just gone was freezing. It was a spring day in November in Paris.
It was. I mean, there were most days I didn't have to wear my coat, which I always take as a win. So,
Yeah.
I still had a hoodie on,
Yeah.
but I can cope with that. But it was a bit chilly for Robin.
Yeah.
She's more of a summer girl.
Oh gosh. The thought of the heat just makes me hot thinking about it.
I know.
Have you been during the summer before? to
No.
Florida.
No. So we've done February,
Yeah.
October, November, and December.
Oh, okay. So
Well, January.
your next trip. Tell us about your next trip and when
What
that
trip?
is.
I don't know what you mean.
Some of this is brilliant. No, we have a trip. It was a very spontaneous trip, this one. We're going in September for 10 nights.
And where are you staying?
So we're actually staying at we're at Universal for the most of our trip over at Dockside, but we have got 2 very excited nights over at oh gosh, it's so exciting. It doesn't feel real to say it, does it really?
No,
So no, we are over at Boulder Ridge.
I'm very excited.
I know.
And I'm not only so excited for you, but I'm excited for me because
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
with you.
Yes. Yes, this is what we need. Poor Simon.
Poor Simon's not going to be joining us on this trip.
Oh, poor
sadly.
Simon.
Simon.
Poor Simon.
Bit of a habit, I think.
But I'm very excited to see you guys when we're all in Florida together.
Do you know what? It's so funny because it's taken me back to like what should have been the 2020 trip. You know, when there was like a
Yeah.
big gang of us that were supposed to be there, getting on the boat to watch the fireworks, and
That's right.
you know, the trip that never happened. So now that there's a few of us that are going to be there, it feels a bit like that. So I'm a bit sort of like
Yeah.
touch wood, like everything's going to figure out this time.
Oh, I really
is
hope so. I
exciting.
won't be happy.
No,
I can
me neither.
I don't want another pandemic. Thanks.
No.
Get me on that
We can keep
plane. I'm
that.
going to
Yeah.
Disney.
I agree.
So, are you just doing Universal Parks this trip and spending any time in Disney, or just at the resorts?
So we've only booked the only Disney tickets we've got is for A Mickey's Not So Scary. So that's the only. So this trip was a very spontaneous, off the cuff type of trip. So we sort of needed to make it affordable,
Yeah.
but with wanting to go. So for us, we are staying at Universal because for us, like, we absolutely love the Universal resorts. And obviously park tickets at Disney are getting very expensive. Like, we'll always buy them, but I think it's getting to a point where we probably can't buy them every trip just because they're getting pricey.
Yeah. I think we said this a few times, and it's always been a case that when you look to go to Florida, you think, for us anyway, it was, right, we're going for 2 weeks. You need to do Universal and Disney, but you end up buying, because obviously it's in the UK, because you get the 14 for the price of 7, but it's still expensive. And then you're getting your Universal tickets as well. It just adds so much to the cost of going. And I think because we love Universal so much, it is a case of saving a lot of money by going and staying at Universal. And then the Not So Scary, I think, is that sort of
Adding
foot in the
some-
door.
Adding some magic. I
Yeah,
think.
to have a little bit of Disney.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Like we say, people ask me a lot. They say, no, are you a Disney person or are you a Universal person? And I don't think that I can say I'm probably more a Disney girl than I am a Universal girl. But for us as a family, like, I'm always going to want the Disney bubble. But on an affordability level, if it means we get to go to Florida, then we're going to absolutely like have the best time, because for us now, Epic and Volcano Bay are non-negotiables. Like, we have to go, because we've even said about getting annual passes for Universal, but right now it just doesn't make sense because they don't include Volcano Bay, because obviously it's shut in for a little bit, and Epic. But yeah, so
I think in the future, if they put that together, so it is a case of having Studios, Islands, Epic, and Volcano Bay,
Yeah.
you're there. I think that would be annual pass all the way.
And the hotels, the Universal
Yeah.
hotels are very,
They're
very
amazing.
nice. Very nice. We do like them.
What-
Yeah.
This is the thing. We've never stayed in a Universal hotel, and every time I see them posted online. I see videos from the room. They look so nice.
They are.
And
They are.
they seem cheaper than Disney
They're
hotels.
so much cheaper. So much cheaper.
Yeah.
And I think that is another thing. So on our first ever trip to Florida, we stayed off-site. And it was just one that was recommended by a travel agent. It was on International Drive. And, you think in your head when you book these trips, you go, oh my gosh, we're going to Florida, we're going to Disney. And you just assume that every hotel is going to be of a standard with like bells and whistles and Disney themes and everything. And when I walked in and saw the brown carpet, I just cried.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I
You
really
You
cried.
didn't stay at the Baymont Inn and Suites as well,
No,
did you?
it was,
Because
what
that
was
had
it?
brown carpet, didn't
International
it?
Palms, it was.
Which is no longer there.
Oh,
So
It's
that's
something else now. I
Yeah.
can't think what it is. I don't know if it's the.
Is it the? Is it?
It
did
might be
become
the Avanti.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like
something-
the Avanti.
Yeah, I feel like it is. But we stayed there, and don't get me wrong, like the hotel was clean, the pool was clean, but the rooms were just very dated. And I think after that trip, I've sort of told myself that I can't stay anywhere but on site anymore. And when you go to an on site at Universal, so we've stayed at Dockside, Terra Luna, and Lowe's Royal Pacific over at Universal. And when I tell you that when we walked into Dockside, and obviously they're new hotels, so they are going to be all shiny and new and wonderful, but like they're just fantastic. And the light, I think that's what I can't get over with the Universal hotels is you walk in the room and they're so open, they're so bright. Because where Disney rooms are sort of, you have a small window and they've always got the curtains drawn, whereas in the Universal ones, they have like literally from floor to ceiling of like glass, don't they? It just lets in
just
so
light.
much light. I think that's what I enjoy about it as well.
But also, I think with a lot of the Disney hotels, they're based on the motel style, aren't they? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is great. But with Universal, they are hotels, so it just makes it
don't
like
have- No outdoor walkway and
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
when
to say I usually have a rule that I don't stay in hotels with outdoor walkways. I even have a thing that I'm indoor corridors only.
Yeah.
As
Just-
someone who's not a fan of bugs as well, I prefer internal. Last time I stayed at Pop, the amount of times I had frogs in the room
Oh.
because they just crawled underneath the door.
Oh,
I was
no.
not
No,
not
can't
a
do that.
fan. So.
No. And they are very affordable, aren't they? Like, I think you can get Dockside, like a week at Dockside sometimes can be like £700, like just over $100 a night, I think,
Yeah.
sometimes.
the thing is though,
Oh.
when you price it, because you can put in, obviously we normally travel with Virgin, so you can put in just with them Disney and Universal just for dates, and it's always Dockside
It's one of the
that
cheapest.
comes
as
in
well, yeah.
first above any of the All Stars. It's sort of, and I think straight away that's the draw.
Yeah.
That's the draw
Yeah.
for us. We think, well, we can do that. We can go.
Yeah.
It means we can go and have an on-site experience, I think.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we're having less of an on-site experience because it's not at Disney. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes total sense. And
Yeah.
actually, I was this time of year, every year, there's always deals to be had at
So
TUI.
many.
Yeah.
TUI just always have amazing deals. So I just, for my own enjoyment,
Yeah.
I go on and have a look, see
Yeah.
what's around. Because if I see any good deals,
Yeah.
I post them on my
Yeah.
social media.
Time to
And
take them all.
yesterday I saw Dockside for one person because I was just looking for one person.
Yeah. Poor Simon.
For a week at the end of June or actually it might have been the middle of June. You could do a week with flight with TUI and a week at Dockside for £800.
Well, it's
Now that's incredible. And I
Yeah.
know, so I looked at the flight price separately and the flight was £374.
Yeah.
So it basically means that the
Get
hotel
room. Yeah, it's so cheap.
It's
So
like £500 for the week.
Yeah. So our September trip is around about that price, but we're going
That's amazing.
for 10 nights, wasn't it?
10 nights in.
10 nights, flying with it was flying with Virgin and staying at Dockside, and I think it was around £880 each, something like that. So for us, seems like this is probably going to be one of the most reasonably priced trips we've had since we've ever been.
And how do you feel about travelling in September when you've only been in cooler months? As someone who's been in September before.
I'm a little bit scared. I won't like beat around the bush. I am a bit scared because I'm worried that I'm going to boil.
Don't worry, it's not July.
I know.
Like July and
Yeah.
August time. I when we were there in July together, and it was the first time I'd been in July a couple of years ago. I would step outside, and within 5 minutes of being in the sun, it's like I'd walked through a deluge shower.
Oh,
And
gosh.
he's
Because
I
I was
swear, he's not
Absolutely
exaggerating.
soaked. Like my white shirts went see through.
Oh,
They were that
gosh.
wet. It was just like, this is the piss. And then it'd be, let's go back and get in the pool for a bit. And you get in the pool and go, no, because this is like just being in a bath with friends. It was just warm water with a slick of suntan lotion. And it was like, this isn't even refreshing. It's just, yeah.
No.
So
September's, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not going in July then.
That bad. I think you'll
September is a bit cooler.
Yeah,
It
I
can
think-
be stormier. It can be wetter
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
afternoon. But
I think that's
you know
what I'm worried about.
We've got podcasts you can go back and listen to about how to survive the rainy season, how to survive summer. So give it a listen. But
Yes.
honestly, my top tips are, I think a UV umbrella is amazing. Now, the other wafflers always laugh at me because
Yeah.
of my UV umbrella. But it does two things. So it's got a black layer in it. So it stops. It has a light layer on top and it has a black layer underneath. So it stops the heat. Unlike a regular umbrella, it does stop it a little bit. Whereas
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
you can feel the difference. The second you hold it over, you can feel the difference. But it also works then when it's raining. You only have to
There
go
we are.
Genius.
There we are.
Genius.
fans all the way forward, cooling towels all the way
I
forward.
need cooling towels in September.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm not
I've
going to have
never-
a good time.
I never
You
used the
are going
cooling
to have
towels.
the best time. You know,
It'd be
what?
brilliant.
love it.
There's AC everywhere. There's AC everywhere.
That's
Take
the beauty of it,
reasonable
though, isn't it? There's AC everywhere. So
Yeah,
if you're
there
not
is.
feeling hot, we'll just pop in the
Listen,
top.
I survived last week in the UK. I can do anything.
Right? And there was no AC
No
everywhere.
AC then.
Yeah. Just an £8 fan from Staples that you've been using.
Not even that. Oh gosh, yeah, I can survive anything.
Exactly, you can. And this is the thing, take breaks when it's really, really hot. The storms are they at that time of year, they are kind of bound to happen.
Yeah.
So just plan accordingly. If you want to see a certain fireworks show or evening show, try and plan to see it at the beginning of the trip
In case you
rather
miss
than the end, in case they have to stop them or they have to
Yeah.
cancel because of the fireworks. So it's things like that. Always take your poncho in your bag. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
The right side.
I
The
also-
right size ones. We
The
bought
right size,
children's.
not
We bought children's ones when we were there in January, and I don't
Yeah.
know why. I honestly don't know why.
It's like putting on a crop top.
Yeah.
The lady was like, "Oh, you can have children's ones; they'll be fine.
She was a good
they're
salesperson,
the
she was.
same width. They're just not as long." I was like, "We saved like
Did you have mud?
$3."
Yeah.
Sounds like you went in with mug written on the top of your head.
Yeah.
And you
I
just
was
went,
trying to rub it off when we came out of the rain.
Do you know
Come with the
actually,
bag anyway.
Yeah.
the other thing I recommend is take some like Diorolite in case you do get dehydrated. Diorolite
Yeah.
or my favourite, I get them on Amazon or you can get them in Holland Barrett. These tablets that you can put in water called Zero and they just rehydrate you. So
Yeah.
No,
if it is warm, because I know you, Jenna, and I know you do feel the heat.
I do
So
feel the
those-
heat.
You do.
I'm probably
so
steaming up now. The pressure.
So those things are definitely helpful.
Mhm.
But you'll have a great time.
Yeah,
You will still have
we
a
will.
great time.
We will have a great
You-
time.
The thing is, as well,
And-
I think when it comes to rehydrating, I do think that Universal do it better because they've got because they've got
Brilliant.
Coke Freestyle machines everywhere.
Yes, they do. And you can get the free water a little
Yeah.
bit more readily available.
So,
than
you know,
can at
so-
Disney.
Especially at Epic, we walked up on our vlog and I filmed it. There were in Isle of Burke, one section, there must have been about 5 Freestyle machines all in a row. And you're literally just there filling up your drink with ice. We take the little squashes. So we just fill that up then. So I do think they do it.
It's more
Uh,
more accessible. Like
yeah.
obviously you can get water at the counters at Disney if
Yeah.
you wanted water. But sometimes it's just a little bit awkward, I think, joining the queue to get a cup
Yeah,
of
can I have a
water.
cup
It
of
feels
water?
a little bit like, I don't know if it's maybe a British thing.
No,
I'm not sure.
It might be a
Yeah.
British thing, but I totally get you.
Yeah.
I know some of them now, they just have them out, so you don't have to queue. You can just go up and get them. They have like a tray of them all
Yeah.
set up. So that I like it when you don't have to ask for it, because I
Yeah.
agree. And I agree with you about Universal. I think they do that better. You can just walk up with your drinks thing, fill it up with cold water. Yeah. And it is really handy. So
It is handy. It is handy.
So yeah, I
But-
totally agree.
For anybody that doesn't like that interaction with the general public, I think any machine where you can go up and just avoid that
I don't want
human
to talk to
interaction.
people.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to ask for something. I just want
That's
to
it.
go and
Just
use
stay
them.
away from me. I'm getting a drink.
I don't humans. I just want a magical day. Leave me alone.
Do you know, I had a weird experience in Disneyland, California, when we were there in August, September last year. Simon, who doesn't suffer with the heat, all of a sudden said to me, I don't feel very well. I think I need to sit down. I was like, oh my God, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I just feel a bit weird. I was like, shall I go get you some water? He's like, yeah, I need some water. So I went up to a quick service, and admittedly it had a line. I was like, I'm really sorry. Can I grab some water? My husband's not very well. And he was like, we need to join the queue. I was like, my husband's not very well. And he was like, okay, I'll give it to you this time. And I was a bit like,
Wow.
This time.
Wow.
that's a bit harsh.
Disney.
Magical.
I know. That was Disneyland, though. They were different breed over there.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. I'd said he's not. I was like, but he's not very well.
Yeah.
So that's a bit weird. I was like,
Yeah.
he's not very well. And I'd come over all panicked. I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. My husband's not very well. Can I
Just
get
having
some
to
water, please?"
explain yourself. You're sort of,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to. I just want this.
I don't want to join the queue. I just want water. Give it to me now.
Yeah, he's not
I just want
feeling
water.
well.
I worked out what the problem was anyway. There was not enough alcohol in my
Oh,
in my system. The rum level had dropped down way too low.
Top it up.
yes.
Oh,
So I want to just come back to your hotel stays a
Yeah.
little bit, and just how do you find staying in Universal? I know you sort of touched on the difference of the rooms, but overall, like you're staying in Universal compared to Disney.
because you stayed in both.
You
haven't
stayed in you've
Yeah.
done stays at both.
Yeah.
I think we've gleaned that you prefer the Universal experience. Is there anything that is like that there's one thing that says this is why we like Universal hotels, or is it like, is there an overall atmosphere and service and rooms, and like what is it that maybe you prefer? Like, how is a comparison factor between the two?
So I would say first thing for us, like we're always on a budget. Our trips are always budget trips. Doesn't matter how much we spend, they always start as budget trips. We're just
They start that way.
That's the best way, though, because then you can just bottle the things up and start cheaper.
Yeah.
like we're just an average family that like have to save up. You know, we every month we find out how much our trip's going to cost. We cut it down, and every month then we put that money aside to pay for the trip. So for us, we are always like looking at how can we get the most from our budget of what we've got. And for us, I think what we have found over the last couple of times we've been is that the Universal hotels give us that bit more. They give us a more space. They give us a more modern feel. They give us a Starbucks in the lobby.
Your girl could do anything for a Starbucks.
Anything. The transport as well, like depending on
I was going to
which-
ask you about the transport.
Yeah, so
actually,
depends
how
on
you
what
find-
hotel you stay at, depends on how far away things are. A bit like at Disney, really.
Mm.
But like the transport is amazing. Like literally, I wouldn't say it's better than Disney, but I wouldn't say that it's worse than either.
You've got more choice with Disney, obviously with monorails and that sort of stuff. But
As in like the frequency, I would say Universal buses are more frequent than
Yeah.
Disney buses.
as soon as one's leaving, especially at the
Another one's
hotel,
pulling in.
you know, you're sort of queuing for either Epic, Volcano Bay or Studios. As soon as one's gone, you've just missed it. There's literally another one coming in.
Yeah.
So they're
Or a
on a-
few
That's
minutes.
fine.
yeah, so they're on a big loop.
Yeah. So yeah, for us, they're more modern, they're brighter, Starbucks budget. Like for a budget and dockside as well. Like if you're a slightly bigger family, like for us now, obviously, there's us two, Eliza who's 8 and Livy who is 19, soon to be 20. So for her, she doesn't want to have to sleep in a room, in a bed with her sister. Whereas Dockside, you know, they offer you the family room and it's not that much more of an upgrade. And you get obviously the extra bedroom that has a door as well.
Yeah.
And like obviously then
that's nice.
a kitchenette, a table, it's like a bench, a picnic bench, isn't it?
Bench. Yeah.
Is Dockside near International Drive? Is that
Yes.
my memory?
Yes.
Yeah.
So does that mean you could essentially leave reception and go wander International Drive to go for dinner somewhere if you didn't want to eat?
Yeah.
in
I
your
think you have to go out the front and sort of walk around the building to sort of get, it's not always the most easiest thing to do, but once you're outside, you can get on the iTrolley, like really reasonably priced. I think it's something like $2 a trip, or you can buy it for a couple of days and it will take you up and down sort of International Drive. But I think it's the back for Dockside, you have to come out of the hotel and sort of go back on yourself and walk to the back of the hotel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you cross over and there's like an IHOP,
7-Eleven.
Oh, no.
7-Eleven and things like that.
Well, so that's really handy as well, because there's nothing in Disney where you can just hop to a 7-Eleven and get like drinks for the room and like snacks, and having a kitchen, I think, is really good. Because I do think that's one thing that Disney doesn't do very well is they do offer some sweet, not very many, and very expensive.
Yeah. Definitely. And then obviously like for us, the last trip we did, we stayed at Terra Luna, which was obviously one of the newer resorts for Epic, or in the closer proximity to Epic. And I kid you not, we got on the bus and within 5 minutes, we were walking into Epic. Like, it's so close. Like, we got pulled up and we were like, what? We're here already?
We sort of joke because obviously Universal, where they've built Epic and their hotels, they've sort of put their own bus lanes in. So you're bypassing all the main traffic. So we literally came out of where the hotel entrance is, came to a junction. I'm sort of looking, thinking, right, well, we're going to join the road now. We crossed over and we're in Epic. It was literally there.
It was so close. So close.
But yeah, the transportation is fantastic there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so close.
And if you stay in the budget hotels, is it a bit like the buses are kind of the only option, or can you, because they do boats as well at some of them.
So you can get boats for Royal Pacific, Hard Rock, Portofino, and I think Sapphire Falls does as well. Now, Sapphire Falls isn't one of their deluxe. I think it's one of their moderates, but it's priced more like a deluxe because it has the water taxi, I think.
Oh, okay.
So we've never stayed there, have we?
No. The nice thing with that, though, is where you go into Universal normally through either you've parked or you've gotten off the bus. It's a bit of a...
You have to go up into the sort of security
area. Yeah, it's a massive security
and
area.
Before you enter City Walk.
Yeah, and it can be a bit chaotic. You know, if you're going for, when we were there for Mardi Gras and things like that, it's very, right, where'd you go? There's so many places open to go through.
Yeah.
The beauty with the deluxe side of it, before you get on the little boat to go to Universal, there's security there. So they'll bag check, they'll do all of that. You jump, you sort of get on the boat, float around 4 or 5 minutes. That's it. You're in. There's no...
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the boat sort of comes off opposite where the Hard Rock Cafe is. So you sort of...
Where to some...
so you literally get off the bus and then the boat, and you just walk around.
Yeah.
So you miss all of City Walk and having to do that long stretch, because that can take a bit of time if you don't realise it sometimes.
That always is feels like the longest walk in both directions.
Yeah.
In the morning, it feels so long because you're just itching to get there, and at night, you just feel so long because your legs are dead.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving at the same time.
Leaving at the same time. And City Walk can be quite busy as well, because obviously it's quite a vibrant area of an evening, which is a good thing.
Yeah. It's like a compact Disney Springs, isn't it, of an evening, because everyone's gone out for food and
drinks. I'd say it's more of maybe a social area than I think
you've got Margaritaville and all that sort of stuff. So yeah.
So you mentioned earlier you don't hire a car. Have you ever hired a car? Or have you always?
I'm not brave enough to drive in America.
No.
And it's only me that drives. Richard doesn't drive, so it's just me.
You up the wall, but
yeah.
You do that well, though.
Oh, I do.
Get a medal and all sorts. Yeah, I'm not brave enough. Like I've said multiple times, I think if we were there with friends and friends had a car and I had to go, like obviously was insured to do it as well.
Yeah.
Like it would maybe build my confidence. But I think because it's just me
Yeah.
and there's nobody that can take over from me
I
go, oh, I don't like this.
I think that would be it. If I drove, then we could switch and you sort of be a bit like, well, I don't want to do this bit. Right, I'll do this bit. But
Yeah.
But even if I was a confident driver, and we've said this a few times, I'm not sure I would get a car. Because for us, again, with our budget trips, like it adds to the budget. Like car hire isn't reasonable, I wouldn't say. Like, it is a big chunk of
It's usually a
budget,
couple £100.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then if you're looking at parking in the parks as well, that can be quite pricey if you are driving to the park.
well, Disney's
And I
quite
think at
expensive to
Universal, you pay at the hotel as well, don't you?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like if we were just to do the parks like we do, there's definitely, you can go to Florida and not drive because Ubers, Lyfts, they're so reasonable as well, especially if you can get codes or you can get discounts and things like that. Like, you don't necessarily need to drive, I don't think.
No.
But I've always said that I would love to go and do the coast, but I can't do the coast without a car.
Yeah.
That is the downside. You do
Yeah.
need a car to get to the coast. You just need to come when me and Simon are going, and we'll drive.
There we are. There we are.
We're going
Job
to
done.
Vero Beach.
That would be lovely. That would be lovely.
It's a date.
Yeah.
One of these trips.
Yeah.
One of
one
these
of them.
trips, Simon will be allowed to come. And then
Oh,
we'll
poor
do it.
Simon. Poor Simon.
So you don't hire a car. So when you go, like this time, you're going to Disney for a couple of days. Is it like an Uber or a Lyft that you'll get?
Yeah, probably. More than likely, we'll just lift it over and then lift it back.
The thing is, I think if there's a few of you going, like a few adults, when we went in 24, we had obviously the two of us, there was my sister and the three, I'm going to say kids, they're not kids, but they're teenagers. So we were sort of sharing the codes with them. They were sort of sharing it with each other. Then they were getting $10 off. I was getting $10 off.
We paid full price for one lift that year. I don't think, because we all had a code and we shared the code. So I think all of our trips, it was like they were either half price or $10 off, depending on what was the greater discount.
Because we were going
That's
from,
amazing.
Yeah. So if anyone needs to sign up for the Lyft app and get somebody to refer you, because once I don't know if the scheme's the same, but it was when we went in 24. Once I had referred Rich and he used his 3 journeys, I would then get a kickback for him using the referral.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you were
that's
getting like
really
double,
handy.
you
You know how to work the system.
I know, it's really hard, isn't it? It's all about the budget, Robin.
Do you know what? I'm with you. I often do budget trips. And, people won't believe me. They'll be listening to this going, I don't think so.
No.
I do budget trips, not when Simon's with me. Simon does not do budget trips. Robin does budget trips where she goes and she eats kids' meals and she stays with her friend and she flies economy using air miles.
Let's be clear, that is not the life I like living. That's it.
Exactly. This is exactly it. Simon doesn't go very often, so I understand he wants to go a bit more all out. Whereas when I'm going without him, I'm of the opinion, well, if I cut back on everything, I'll get to go twice.
But I think this is where our mindset has come.
Yeah.
So when we used to do trips where we used to buy the 14-day ticket for both parks, but yet only be there for 14 days, we were having to send such a big amount on the trip initially. Whereas now, I think we're a little bit like, if we're a little bit more savvy and we do stay at Disney or stay at Universal and dip into either one, we can get a trip every year rather than it being every 18 months to 2 years.
Yeah.
Like that's how we're seeing it at the minute.
That's exactly how I would do it as well,
Yeah.
because I'd rather go more often. And like you say, you can't do all the parks. So maybe 1 year you do Universal, next year you do Disney.
Because if
do
you were only
Universal,
going
2 years, you do. Yeah.
Exactly. Because when we used to go every 2 years, we would do both parks in 2 years. So if you go every year and you just take it in turns which one you're going to do, it's
I
the
think it's
same.
great. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, kind of. Well, no, it is. It is. It means you get to be in Florida. You'll get to feel the Florida heat as you step off that plane.
Yeah.
You'll get it in the face.
Oh, I can't wait for September.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I think as
Yeah,
well,
we-
like every time we think about a holiday and we go, oh, what should we do? Like, where should we go? And there's so many places we want to try, but we just know that as soon as we don't have that Florida trip booked, we're going to go, I wish we'd gone to Florida.
The amount of times we've talked about, right, let's go to Italy, let's go to
Greece.
Greece, anywhere. And then you price it and you think, oh, Florida for that. And straight away,
is- yeah.
you just think, well, let's just book Florida again.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what we look
I
at.
don't.
People don't understand it though. Unless
No,
they
they don't.
do.
They don't.
They kind
But
of
then I
don't
think-
understand that draw, and they if they've not really done that analysis of cost, they'd probably always make the assumption that, well, I'm not going to go there every year because it's too expensive, or
Yeah.
it'll be cheaper to go to Europe.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't always work out that
we
way.
know that's just not the case from years ago when we were doing cheap flights with Monarch and
Yeah.
just raw dogging the entire flight with no in-flight entertainment.
Yeah.
I've
Back
seen-
in those days, there was no in-flight TV apart from
Well, it
that one
had
screen in the
one
middle
screen that popped down.
that popped down. Yeah.
It's like, and if you miss the first hour, you've got to wait hours for it to get.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I think lots of people just
no,
no,
are they?
and
No.
stays in Europe aren't cheap either.
No.
The hotels in Europe are expensive. Car hire is expensive. So comparatively, the value you get, and especially I think the pound against the dollar is relatively good again at the moment.
Reasonable.
So
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
reasonable.
it's been worse.
Good. It's
Yeah.
been worse.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
worth it.
Has
Yeah.
been worse. I just
So
think,
it's still a good value destination.
yeah.
And I think they just still want the tourism there. So that's probably
Yeah.
why you're getting good value options for hotels
Yeah.
and flight combinations.
Yeah.
I do think though that's the biggest thing for us is going back to not doing the 2-week holiday, getting the 14-day tickets to Universal,
Wrong.
14-day
We have the
tickets. to-
budget for the 2-week holiday with everything. Obviously,
Yeah.
we'll do it, but realistically, it just doesn't always work out that way, and it just means that we can be a bit more. We can live life a little bit more.
I think the last couple of trips though, I think we've been a bit more savvy
Oh,
in looking
definitely.
at things like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because you go on the once in a lifetime trip, so you throw everything at it. And then once you've done the once in a lifetime trip, you go, oh, well, I'm going to keep doing that trip. But I tell you what, I'll just do it a little bit, pull back just a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you find that your stays have become a little bit more relaxed
Oh,
by not
so
trying to
much
do
more.
so much?
Yeah.
If
So
you're just
much
picking
more.
like one set of parts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you've got a little bit more downtime in
Yeah.
between. You don't
I
need
find-
to max out every day and say, well, to make the most out of 2 sets of tickets,
Yeah, exactly.
we're gonna have like 2 afternoons where we're not in parks. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're just going to be go go go.
Yeah.
I
I
think that was
feel-
one thing we always found
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
downtime.
I feel more relaxed over at Universal than I do at Disney. But I think it's because there's so much more at Disney that you need to get around, if that makes sense. So like our last trip, we did five nights at Disney, didn't we? And then the rest over at Universal. And obviously 5 nights with having sort of a day in each park, let's say, you still sort of feel a bit like, oh, I'm not going to get everything done. You're not going to see that. But we're not the type of people anymore that go from rope drop in the morning to fireworks at night.
You're just
I'm too
burning-
old for that.
You're just burning yourself out. Especially with Eliza, because over the last sort of 18 months, 2 years, she's been doing her swimming and coming along so well. Now it's a case of we go first thing in the morning, where it's obviously not as hot. Well, it wasn't hot at all last time, but not as hot. And then around about lunchtime, we sort of dip out. We'll go for a swim in the pool for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And then, have a spot of lunch by the pool, all nice and relaxed. And then you think we'll go back in the evening. So you've had that gap, but especially for her, she can't do, from rope drop to fireworks.
Yeah.
Because
It's
it's
fair,
too much.
isn't it? Yeah.
For a small person, it's too much. So she,
It's too much for an old person, too rich.
Doesn't
yes,
he know it?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I was just going to say, but isn't that the luxury though of having been a few
Yeah.
times to know that there also is so much value in being in the resorts themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you find that in Universal? Is there much to do other than just use the pool? Is there anything else sort of going on? I know in Disney
They have-
pools, in the hotels, they've got party, like they have a DJ for a little bit. They'll do games with the kids. Is there much of that?
I don't think there is as much. There is always something at Disney's, and they're like every day there's,
Yeah.
whether it be sort of tie-dye or ice cream making or something, there is always
Yeah.
something. I don't feel like there is as much of that over at Universal.
Not that side of it. I
No.
think there's a lot of the poolside games, you know, where you've got your hula hoops and your
Yeah,
ping
there's
pong.
ping pong and all of that. Yeah, and
Okay.
checkers, that type of thing.
So they do all of that.
Oh, that's good.
Obviously, depending on what hotel you stay at, like we've always said that we really want to stay at Cabana Bay one time
That's-
because they've got the bowling alley and that looks awesome. Obviously, you've got views of Volcano Bay. That looks incredible too.
Cabana Bay is the one that appeals to me the most. It's got a real like 50s retro
it's so
vibe.
cool.
So
Yeah, it appeals to me too. It really does.
It is
doesn't
on the list.
It is on the list, yeah.
It has been for a
And
while,
how-
actually. But
How do you guys find like eating and like refueling through the day? You tend to be, will you eat like breakfast at the resorts, or will you have you got like a routine of saying we're going to have like 5 breakfasts out? What's your sort of, I don't know how you sort of map your food into the day as well.
so I was always thinking about food.
But
At Universal,
on Mickey Waffle,
It's
it's always
important.
an underlying thing about
it's
food.
important.
yeah.
Yeah.
We always, at Universal, we do tend to have breakfast at the hotels, don't we? More so than we ever would at Disney. But I
Yeah.
think it's because the variety just seems a lot at Universal. Especially in Dockside, their food court is
Huge.
massive. It's so big, and there's so many different counters.
But it's all
Like-
the fresh fruit. It's
Yeah.
all, you know, if you want waffles made or chicken made or whatever.
Yeah, there's
They'll
lots
do
of
it there for you.
options. And I quite like it because they do the most amazing avo on toast with like pico de gallo, and it's just incredible. So,
Simon's sold.
yeah, it's so
He's
good.
speaking his language.
I had that pretty much every day when we were there because I just loved it so much. Eliza loved being able to go and like get some fresh fruit and all of that type of thing.
Watermelon.
Yeah. And yogurts for you and things like that. But they also have like a great like grab and go section. Very, very similar to Disney. But I don't know. I think it feels more accessible in Universal, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. I don't know if it's because it's brighter and airier, so it feels a bit more free. I don't know. Not free as in cost, as in free as in.
I think I know what you
Would be
mean.
nice.
Yeah.
I think it, like for me, I always find like if you don't always want a table service
No.
breakfast, right? And that's really the best way of having breakfast at
Yeah.
Disney is having table
The
service.
quick
Yeah.
because
service, there's
some of the
usually only
quick
4 or
service-
5 different options per
Yeah.
resort. And if
And
you
they're normally the
stay there
same.
for a few days, they're
Yeah.
the same. Most of them offer the same things. There's very few unique things.
Yeah.
And you get to the point where I love Mickey waffles, but I don't actually just want them again.
I don't need them
So-
every day, and I don't need it with the same bacon side. It's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
same thing
Yeah.
over and
Every
over.
day. Yeah, so
Yeah.
at Universal, we would always have breakfast at the resort before going anywhere. I would say pretty much most days, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Even if
But
it's
do you
just...
ever use if you have a kitchenette, do you ever do any breakfast
We've
in the
not had
kitchenette?
we've never upgraded our room to the family room.
okay.
But with Livy to go now, we would
have.
do that room.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. Because it hasn't got like a hob or anything like that. It's just a microwave and like sort of a kitchen bench type of thing.
Oh,
The
okay.
thing is, though, I think with that, because you're so close to iDrive and the fact that
Yeah.
you've got Target and Walmart
Yeah.
so close, you know, if you do want a snack, you can just pop
Yeah.
to Target and you've got your microwave and
There's
everything there.
hundreds of snacks in the resort.
I know, but
Yeah, but cheaper ones.
Yeah, they probably
at
are
Walmart.
cheaper. Yeah.
You just need a 10 box of Uncrustables. That's the future. Just
I've never had
10
one
box
of
of
them.
Uncrustables.
I-
Brilliant.
no.
Buy a box when
Okay.
you're at Walmart. Buy a box
In
and
the
take it back.
freezer, you have to buy them in the frozen section and
Yeah.
let them defrost.
Then put them in the
Oh,
fridge
okay.
and then over.
Do you
just-
like peanut butter?
Yes.
Do you like peanut butter and jam?
I've never had it.
It's
Oh,
great.
well,
It's brilliant.
that's
Okay.
basically-
Okay.
You can get it with.
We'll try that.
I mean,
We'll try
you've
that,
only
yeah.
ever had it with the grape jelly
No,
or the
Only
strawberry.
strawberry. I've never had the grape.
Have you not had the
No.
grape? Oh,
I won't have the grape
you
one.
don't like the grape one. But he
I
likes the
don't like
strawberry
grape
one.
jelly. So just the regular strawberry one.
Okay. We'll
So-
try. We'll definitely have
That's
to
on
try
next
it.
now.
We will definitely
And
have
you
to
can
try
get Walmart. I think Walmart, I don't know whether Target do, but Walmart certainly do their own branded version, which are like probably about 2/3 of the price of the proper things. So
That's definitely on
Don't
the
always
list.
I'll tell you
pay
another
schmuckers
perk.
prices.
I will tell you another
Go on.
perk though of staying at a Universal. So you know, like Disney, you have like the Joffrey's coffee that you can get on tap when you've got your refillable mug. Well, it's a Starbucks drip in Universal hotels. Just
And the fact that they do
French vanilla
French
creamer.
vanilla creamer on tap. So that
Oh,
the first time I tried
nice.
that when we stayed at Dockside in 24, the first time I tried it, I was like, I'm blown away with that. That is literally a game changer for me. And because it's just there, I just feel I have to have a coffee like every 5 minutes. So I'm
And can
filling
you
it up.
use
And,
your, like, have you got, like, do they have like a refillable mug that you can use that with?
Yeah. So you
Or do you have to pay each one?
No, so you can get like the refillable mug and like the drinks are there.
the
Pretty
thing,
much
Oh,
similar
okay.
to Disney.
yeah, because what we were doing is obviously where you've got your cups in the room, because they're coffee machines and things in the room. We normally get the 2 refillables. So it's normally yourself and Eliza that's got the refillables. And I'll take one of the cups down from the room.
But even if you
And
ask for a paper cup,
Yeah,
they give you a paper cup.
Well, you never want to put coffee in one of those things anyway, even the Disney ones, because it forever tastes like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing. If he ever wants a coffee, and we usually only get, if we're buying one, we only get one.
Yeah,
of these.
sure. Yeah.
But if he wants a coffee, I always take it and say, I've got a refillable mug, but I don't want to put coffee in here. Please can I have a paper
They give
cup?
you a mug.
They'll-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they get it.
They know.
They-
They don't. You don't want it to forever taste like coffee.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact, because they got Dr. Pepper on.
Oh my
The
gosh. Yeah.
Freestyle.
They don't have that at
Oh.
Disney. They don't
No.
have Dr. Pepper.
Too limited.
oh.
Too limited.
Yeah, they've got like, is it 150 drinks or something?
Varieties, yeah.
on the Freestyle
I think
machine.
because it's like you can have peach or raspberry or strawberry or, that's what gives them so many
It's
options.
the same. Yeah, it's the same syrup that you can put in Coke or Fanta or
Yeah.
It's just
Or
what colour they
Sprite.
want to turn it. That's
Yeah.
Although, oh gosh, remember that lemon and lime one? Jeez, it was like neon. I was like, oh, Eliza, I don't think you should drink that.
yeah, that was the radioactive. That is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's when it comes out the other way and you're like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Oh, it's okay. I remember
And I
now.
drank.
Better go to see the doctor. I appear to have developed radiation poisoning.
I mean, at Disney, actually, I think that was at French Quarter.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Oh gosh, it
We-
was
we-
neon. It was really neon. It was. Yeah.
We've
So
all been there. We've all been there.
Yeah.
So I guess another question then was, if it sounds like the Universal like hotels and everything they offer for you guys in terms of like value and the experience
yeah, we love
is like
them.
a winner. Would you spend an entire, if say you got Disney ticket
Yeah.
and you if you did a month-long stay, for instance, and you had 2 sets of tickets,
Yeah.
would you stay the whole stay at Universal
No.
hotels because the experience is better, or would you say that
No.
you would need the Disney hotel experience because that is another level of something you'd want to do?
I always want the Disney bubble. Like, I will always want the Disney bubble. I think we've just found over the last few trips that our time is just gone from being split evenly, but going more Universal and less Disney. But more probably because of the affordability level of it, if I'm honest. Like, so prime example, our last trip, originally, we were supposed to be just doing Disney. No Universal at all. It was purely, I think it was a 12-night Disney trip that we had planned.
Yeah.
And then Epic opened and we seen all the vlogs and everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to be so close when we're not going. And me being me, I just sort of went onto Virgin and I just tapped in like, oh, I wonder what would happen if, and paid, I think it was £200 more.
Mm.
So all we added was 200. So for our original trip was just 12 nights at Disney with the Disney dining. And that was it, wasn't it? Flights, tickets, hotel.
Yeah.
That was it. For £200 more, our 12 nights at Disney became 5 nights at Disney, 7 nights at Universal, 14-day ticket at Disney, 14-day ticket at Universal, which included Epic and Volcano Bay because it was the all parks ticket. And we paid £200 more just by...
You didn't get the dining plan then?
No,
for
we
those
dined.
7
No, we
days?
did. We
No,
got the
but
Friday.
Disney,
no.
yeah.
For the Universal, I mean. So you
No.
paid £200 more, but you dropped some of the. You had to find money for more food at Universal
Yes, but we
versus Universal
gained
food.
all those
Yeah.
Epic and Universal
Yeah.
tickets.
I would have done the same.
Like,
I would absolutely have done the same.
and I
Yeah,
would
because
say,
you only eat chicken Tenders. So trying to find another Five Nights at Chicken
That's a
tenders.
valid
Universal.
question. That's a valid question. I find like we talk about Disney food on the Great British Mickey Waffle a lot. It's our favourite subject, you might say. And one of the things we talk about is all the variety.
Yeah.
How do you find, especially with quick service, how do you find the variety of food at Universal? Because in my experience, and to be fair, I haven't done a lot of Universal in the last few years, but my previous experience was a lot of chicken tenders and a lot of pizza and
Burgers. I would say the
Yeah.
same. I would say the same with Universal. I feel like that's probably one thing we haven't really explored is like the different types of foods that you can get there. And it is, I find that I could snack my way around Disney quite easily. Like I could just have little bits of things I like and that would fill me through the day. Whereas at Universal, I do find that you do have to go and have a sit down quick service meal or like to be able to eat. It's not like you can, you could just go and get like a rice at Animal Kingdom or a corn on a cob or, just something like a cinnamon bun, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can get,
cheeseburger, spring rolls.
yes, those type of things. Like I could snack my way through the day doing those things at Disney.
Yeah.
Whereas at Universal, you can't do that. But I will say Epic is where that changes for me.
Yeah.
Because I loved the food in Epic. What we had anyway, we really enjoyed, didn't we?
I do think
I
that
did-
with Epic now,
had a
they
what?
have
I know, I was just going to say I did not have the same experience, but carry on,
Oh.
Rich, carry on.
they have changed the game, I think, with opening Epic, with the variety that you've got. I think with
It's just, they've opened the playing field, I think, when it comes to how people can experience theme parks.
yeah, because I thought that as well. Is like you say, you could snack your way around Disney. Before Epic, you couldn't necessarily do that at Universal. They have snacks, but not the variety that Disney have. Like,
Yeah.
you got your little carts,
You-
your spring rolls, your, Dole Whips, all those sort of things. But
Yeah.
Universal didn't really have that. But they have
But they're
with
getting
City
better.
Walk,
Yeah, they're getting better.
a choice that you've got then with City Walk, where you've got Panda Express, you've got all of those.
But again, they are sit down, aren't they?
They are sit down,
They
yeah.
are more of a like you order
You're not
food,
gonna
you
walk
take
around
the
with it.
table. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not eating it off a bin.
You've got to
But
hit it up a
you-
bit.
there's
Oh,
magic in that, you know?
there is magic in that.
But I always think that there's an emphasis that Disney place on that element of their parks, right? That is an underlying thing about Disney, the Disney experience is snacking your way round.
Yeah.
I think that is an underlying cultural thing
Yeah.
about Disney's theme parks, about snacking.
Yeah, I think the food.
Yeah.
Food and wine,
Yeah.
the festival
Oh, the
experience,
festivals. You can't beat a
especially,
Disney
sort of
festival. You
just
cannot beat a
leans
Disney
quite heavily into
festival.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And I think I've not been to Epic yet to know what that shift is like, but I'd say that I always felt like Universal's food was like it's functional.
It's
Like, it's
theme park
perfect
food, if that
fit.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
It's that.
It's
it
not
is
an
like-
experience.
It's a hot dog.
No.
It's a pizza. It's a burger. It's like you could go to any theme park in the UK, even over the world, probably, and that would be the type of food you would get until
I
you
think-
have a
even-
PB&J mac and cheese cup from Isle of Burke, and it'd be the greatest thing you've ever eaten.
I was so sad because that's one of the things I wanted was one of the Mac cones, and we didn't make it there
Oh
when I
my
was
gosh,
there.
Robin!
We spent an hour and a half in Toad's.
Well, see, we didn't eat
Cafe.
there. We didn't eat
You
there.
did the right
Yeah, we
thing.
did.
To be fair, I was there during the soft opening,
Yeah.
so things are not perfect. And we were there an hour and a half, and the food was really terrible.
Yeah.
really. I mean, it was practically inedible. Most of us didn't really eat it. It was really bad, and it took an hour and a half. So we kind of were all a bit annoyed that we were wasting an hour
Yeah.
and a half sat in
Of
there.
course, yeah.
Though I will say, we went to, I don't remember the name, but you guys might know. It's like a pub in the Monsters area.
Yeah, the Blade Tavern, Bird
Yeah.
and Blade Tavern.
Yes.
Lake Tavern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have the
So
steak? Did you have the garlic steak?
So we had the garlic steak, which was so nice.
Yeah.
And we
Very
had-
garlicky, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in the best way.
Yeah.
We had the little balls of coal that
We
were like
didn't have
pimento
them, did we?
cheese.
Have those.
We didn't have
I-
those.
I did not. They were not my choice. Someone else wanted them, and I was like, okay. They were my favorite thing. that
Yeah.
I ate all
Yeah.
day. They were really, really good.
The drinks look amazing in there as well.
Yeah, I will say, because those were kind of like snacky things rather
Yeah.
than a full meal, and those they were really good. So
That's
I feel
where I
bad
think-
saying I didn't have the same experience. It was only the sit down, and as I say, they're doing soft openings.
Yeah.
Can't hold it against them. It is what it is. And we plan to go back later this year when Simon's here.
You have
with
to have
me.
the
So-
PBJ mac and cheese cone.
It just sounds
Oh,
bizarre.
it sounds the most random thing because you do think that you're going to get a peanut butter and jelly mac and cheese cone.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's pulled pork, bacon, and then like a chili jam. And it's just
The first time you
Ooh.
mentioned it, I was
incredible.
just sort of, what?
like
What? That-
nobody
no,
wants.
that
Richard
doesn't work.
posted a video of me eating this thing, and it's the most unladylike thing ever. But I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it.
And where is it? We can view this video. Tell us.
Where is it? Is it on TikTok or is it on?
It's on TikTok. Yeah.
It's on
Rich and
TikTok.
Jen Explore on TikTok.
Yeah.
On TikTok,
Yeah.
and you've got your own YouTube as well, haven't
We
you
have.
guys?
We have.
And is that Rich and Jen? Is it all Rich and Jen Explore?
Rich
and
That's
Jen
where we
Explore.
find you.
Yeah.
So that's how everyone can find you when they
Yeah.
want to see you eating.
Yeah.
Eating the mac and cheese cone.
It is good.
To
is
be
good.
fair, most of the videos are just Richard just trying to ridicule me in some way, whether I be dancing or walking or just making a fool of myself. He just uses me for
That's-
entertainment purposes.
That is a lot of
Comedy
what
gold.
vlogging is about. Yeah.
What? Embarrassing your wife?
Yeah.
Or your friend when they're on the carousel.
Exactly. See, I am made for this type of entertainment.
So in terms of your YouTube then, the vlogs you've done recently, did you vlog all of your last trip and you've got just I'm thinking people that have not been to Epic, they can go off to your YouTube and they can look at your experience and see what you got up to on your last trip and look at your do you cover off some of the hotels as well?
Yes, so the last trip, there's a vlog on all of the Epic days, Volcano Bay days, all of Universal we did actually.
Yeah, all
there's-
it's every day
Yeah.
worth of.
There's like hotel tours on there as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it
There's
was
a few
really
sort
nice
of
actually.
shows I'm putting up as well. But
Yeah. For anybody
Yeah.
that hasn't been and just want a taste or just like, because it's that thing of when you go to a brand new park that not many people have, I know it's been open a year now, but still there's some people that, haven't been yet or, knowing what's the right thing to do at the park, what's the wrong thing to do and all of those type of things. Like it may just, give people just some hints and tips,
Bit of an
whether,
insight,
even if it
yeah.
just helps like pick your snacks for the day. Mac and
Yeah.
cheese cone. I dream about that mac and cheese cone. I
think you
really
do.
do.
Wow. I mean, how many days is it? Must be near 110 days.
No, I think it's
something
probably
like
about
that.
120 something, I think.
That's it.
I
No,
could check.
mine's only 122, and you go before me.
Only by a couple of days though, isn't it?
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, it's only so it must be maybe 118, 119 days till you go.
I'm checking.
When we're filming this,
109.
anyway.
109?
109.
Wow.
There.
Oh my
So
God.
you
On
won't
this
have that
trip, I
long
didn't
to
know you
wait.
were going on.
Yeah, this trip that Robin told us we're going on.
Thanks, Robin.
I always like to give out nice gifts.
Yeah. The best kind of gift.
I know, isn't it? The best kind of gift, a Disney trip or a Florida
Yeah.
trip.
I'll just stay and look after the cats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Work myself into the ground to pay
Oh,
for
sorry.
Yeah, it's a hard life. I'm trying to think if there's any other question that I hadn't asked.
Have we covered everything? Or have we like gone off on? all
No,
these
no,
different
it's great.
tangents?
Actually, I have one more question, if you don't mind, about if you stay in Disney, you fly into MCO usually.
Mhm.
You get there, and there's what used to be the Magical Express, which is now the Mears that you can book, and it's like $16 or whatever, takes you straight to Disney.
Mhm.
Is there an option like that for Universal, or are you just like we're hopping in a lift?
Yeah, we just get on a lift. I don't think there is a universal transfer. I think again it would probably be like a mere.
I think it possibly is.
or-
When we went in 2016,
Yeah.
we went straight to Universal.
Yeah, but that was pre-COVID though. Like obviously
Yeah.
all of the transfers and everything went
But I
into
think
that.
that was Mia's. I do remember that being Mia's.
But Universal is closer to MCO, isn't it? So it is a lot. It's
have you got any idea how much that costs in a taxi? I know
I
Disney is
think-
usually about $35, $40.
I think it probably.
I'm going to say it was like
is-
20-ish.
See if you
Oh,
can
okay.
find it. Rich could probably find it on Lyft now. See what it would be right now.
I'll have a look.
Yeah,
Ah, well, you'll be back with us shortly.
I will.
go use another location.
No, I don't want-
We need the Jeopardy music.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a lot. I think I've got a feeling when we landed, we went to Disney first, and I think that was about
Okay.
40.
Yeah.
That was about 40,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I
think
think it probably
40
is about 20 odd dollars, I think.
And to be honest, by the time if there's more than one of you getting on the Mears Connect, you may as
Yeah.
well do that anyway.
Yeah,
Which is probably why they don't do it to Universal now,
Yeah.
because most people think the same.
yeah.
So
I
going
may as well
from
just
What was it going from Disney to?
so from MCO to Disney,
Yeah,
because we had codes,
no, we didn't.
it was $13.
oh wow.
That's what I got on there for when we got there. $13.97.
Hmm.
Wow.
So there
That's
we
a
are.
code and a half.
Oh, yeah.
that. I need to get on this. I need
Yeah,
to
you
get on
do.
this.
Well, refer a friend.
We'll refer a friend.
Thanks. Oh, well, thank you so much, guys, for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
No, thank you for having us.
It's really given us some things to think about, because I definitely feel ready for a Universal stay in my future. I don't think it will be this next trip when we go together, but we've got that booked already. But maybe one next year. We plan to do Universal and Disney later this year. We're going to be those people that do it all in one trip.
You should.
Just
You
do it.
definitely should.
Just do it.
We're taking my niece and her husband, so they want to
Amazing.
do kind of everything. I think they're also planning to do Discovery Cove and a day at SeaWorld. So it's going to be a
Amazing.
busy,
A busy trip.
busy trip. But a bit like you, I'm personally waiting with bated breath to see what happens to the annual passes, because
Yeah.
they haven't really got an explanation to what they're going to do once Volcano Bay closes for a few months.
So friends of ours have got an annual pass, and they could only get the 2-park pass. So they can only do islands and studios, because obviously they're not going to sell the Volcano Bay one while it's not. And I personally don't feel like they'll add Epic to it for a while, because I don't
They
think
don't
I don't think they need to.
They don't need to.
Yeah, but they've added it to the UK ticket.
Yes, they have. That is very
So,
true.
We're going to see what happens anyway.
I hope they do,
but-
because if they do, I think
Yeah.
it would be something that we would definitely look at getting.
I think they probably look at it when Volcano Bay opens or just before it opens. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll do something around that
Yeah.
so you get the full whack. But
Yeah. And they're only a year, they're only just in the year at
Yeah.
Epic. So they're probably still sort of like figuring it all out
Yeah.
as it goes.
think so.
Yeah. Did you guys say earlier you would probably, if they factored Epic into an annual pass cost, you think you would look at
100% getting it.
you would look
Yeah.
at annual passes and then splitting your trips to be kind of late one year, earlier the
Yeah.
next. so you
Yeah,
get
because
that.
we would get at least 2 trips a year out of that, Yen. Definitely.
Yeah.
Like we did think about doing that actually on our last trip. It was one
But
of
it
the
doesn't
first,
include Epic.
and that was the thing for us. And even though the annual pass would have probably been less money than what we paid for the 14-day ticket with our ticket package with the UK, so we would have had probably some type of refund. I don't think that refund would have given us enough days at Epic that we had with our 14-day ticket.
I think as well, though,
Yeah.
because we were that close to Epic, it was a case of obviously everything's brand new, but we had to go back to Epic. It was
to Epic,
just such
I
a
would say
draw.
out of the 7 days we were at Universal, staying at Terra Luna, I think probably 5 days of that we went to Epic at some point.
Yeah. Even
Because
if it was
that's
just in the
amazing.
evening.
Yeah, just for dinner, to watch the shows. The
Yeah.
Pizza Moon is a really good place to eat
Yes.
as well.
Pizza Moon is
Yeah.
good.
Pizza Moon and pasta was good.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
good. And the creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Do love a creme brulee. You
Yeah.
had me at creme brulee,
Was
definitely.
good.
Although the meant to be a crepe is cold, so just be prepared for a cold crepe.
Not sure I need that in my life. I'll stick with the creme
Not a cold
brulee.
crepe. No.
No one needs a cold crepe.
Oh, there's that halo slipping again.
It's gone. It's gone.
Quick end before anyone else sees my dark humour. Quick, go, go, go.
Just to remind everybody, your socials again. What are you on socials? I assume Instagram.
Where can everyone
Where
find
can we
you?
find you?
So it's Rich and Jen Explore. It's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
And I'm just being Jenna _.
Yes. Just Jenna _.
And also Rich, you've got more as well to your bow outside of Disney. Tell us about your other socials.
Rich loves music.
Yeah, so it's all about the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So there's official hits on TikTok. I will be putting more on there when I can find the time to do it. But
He's only just finished doing a Florida vlog series. So he's
Yeah,
like,
so
I got the time.
it's taken, how long has it taken?
Weeks.
13 weeks to do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for
That
each
sounds
one.
about right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's on TikTok and Instagram as well.
Amazing. And speaking of socials for us, if you're a first time listener, you find us on all the regular socials the same at GB Mickey Waffle. So if you don't already subscribe, please subscribe. Please give us a like or a review. It always helps the algorithm. So yeah, if you're new here and you're thinking this is great, I'd love to listen to them talk more, or maybe not. Give us a like and a follow anyway.
That's it.
and don't forget we host a live show every Wednesday evening on YouTube. We then release it as well on a Friday as a podcast, but we love it when people join us live and we cover all the latest like Disney and Universal news, and then we chat about a different subject each week. I think last week we were talking about what to wear in the theme parks. It changes. Normally there's a food related one every now and again.
Listen,
It's usually food.
who doesn't plan their whole trip around what they're going to eat?
Mhm.
Right. This is why we're friends, Jen.
I know. It's like, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it right at least, haven't you?
Exactly.
This is where I feel like people get Florida wrong because they don't prepare.
Yeah, you need to go. The plan is, where do I want to eat?
Yeah.
And then I'll plan
And
everything
then
else
we'll get
around
everything
that.
else out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And thanks to everyone who listened. It was great to have you here. So until next time, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Now my wheels in motion and my